It's back. It's finally back. My Bond Arm Snake Slayer 4 is finally back. What's it back from? Get the holster out of the way. Let's safety check it real quick. We are unloaded. It's back from the factory. I had the trigger job and hammer job done to the gun. So now, oh, that's gorgeous. That is just loads better than it was before the trigger job was done. And remember, I had, this was the older style. So it did not have the wide hammer spur, hammer on it. It did not have the skeletonized trigger. They also changed out a lot of the internal parts. And before we get any further, I do want to thank Don Sontag from Bond Arms for taking care of me on this. And I want to thank Gordon Bond for taking care of this. Y'all did a fantastic job. I love Bond Arms products. Eventually, once I get a little bit more money, I will be ordering a new barrel. I do want to get a 357-38 special barrel in this barrel length, just to shoot a couple other calibers. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But gosh dang, guys, that hammer, the old hammer was very, very, very difficult. I mean, it was stiff as all get out. The new hammer, it's butter. It's just butter smooth. And the trigger, that trigger is so much better. I wish I could hand this gun to all my viewers and be like, try this before and after. Because folks, it's worlds different. I can't explain to you how much better this hammer and trigger setup is than the old one was. And for those of you wondering, these are cowboy style grips made by Todd Korup at the Ooker of Oz. I think I found him on Pinterest. I'll leave a link in the description box below to his website or his Pinterest or whatever, so you can get these grips. He can do them in pretty much whatever wood you want. They're very, very comfortable, very well made, and to me, I think they are more comfortable than the factory grips, even their, the Bond extended grips. So it would be kind of cool to see Bond Arms collaborate with Mr. Korup and put these grips on their website and kind of link it through their website, so people that want to get grips like this can. I do believe he can checker these, so if you want to get real nice checkering, they're not that expensive, and even for the price, they fit in your hand just fine. I mean, I think they feel a lot better than the factory grips. No offense to Bond Arms, they make a fantastic weapon, and it's not like the original grips on this gun were uncomfortable. It's just this is better. So if you want really comfortable cowboy style grips for your Derringer, Todd Korup, he can make fantastic grips for you. But let's get back to the gun. So with shooting this gun, and I did shoot this gun already, that the recoil is no less. It's still there, but cocking that hammer and pulling the trigger, you wouldn't think is that much of an ordeal, but after you've shot this a few times, your hand, you do feel the recoil. It is a shotgun shell that's in your hand and a fairly lightweight weapon compared to 410 shotguns. Also with a 45 Colt. This is not a light weapon, in any sense of the word, but it is lighter than, say a lot of the 45 Colt revolvers, like my Uberti, stuff like that. So yes, it is, lighter than those. So you do feel the recoil. It's not super atrocious, but it's present. So when you go to, cock the hammer back after you've shot a little bit, it is kind of nice to have an easy hammer pull. And then the trigger is just jewel smooth. I'm really impressed with this gun. So folks, if you have one of the old style Bond Arms Derringers that has the thin hammer, so you can see how much wider the hammer spur is, or if it doesn't have this skeletonized style trigger, send it back. I think it only costs like $100 and something and you've got to pay for shipping, which is not bad. Turnaround time was pretty quick. Mine was able to turn around in 2 weeks, something like that, and I was rather impressed on how fast the turnaround time was, folks. But again, if you have one of the old Bond Arms and you want to get it upgraded, contact Bond Arms. I'll leave a link in the description box to their contact information, so you can get in contact with them. And if you want some really cool, very, very comfortable cowboy style grips for your Bond Arms, I'll also leave, again, link in the description box to Todd Korup, and he will be able to make you some really, really comfortable, very, very well-fitting cowboy grips for your Bond Arm Derringer. So folks, this is Fatty with a Firearm. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and wait for more videos like this to come out on this cool gun and other really cool guns in the future. Thanks for watching.